Hello friends, good morning. I hope all of you are doing great. So it's Saturday morning, a little sunny, very hazy. So today's video will be about whether we should be using range extenders or we shouldn't be using range extenders, what are they actually for, and what's my personal opinion about them. So I've got some range extenders with me. I've got a parabolic, I've got some Yagis, and I've got another parabolic here. So I'll be testing these out, and I'll try and find out whether they suit my purpose and whether they are how very useful they are. They can be actually. My idea of having a range extender is I'm not a range junkie. I don't fly Mavic Mini very far out because it's not meant to actually. Things have to be in visual line of sight. So what happens is when you're flying your Mavic Mini and you're doing some cinematic moves, you're tilting and turning your drone. What happens is the connection glitches, and it's a very bad thing. I mean, you're unable to do that move actually. So when you're doing a cinematic move, you want the connection to be very stable, smooth, and there should be a constant FPV feed. So that's the reason why I wanted these range extenders and all, and I'll be trying them out, and we'll try and find out which ones are the best for the purpose. Because अगर आपने देखा होगा तो वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 के टाइम में व्हाट दीज थिंग पहले रडार्स होते थे. रडार्स जब नहीं होते, वर्ल्ड वॉर 1 के टाइम में जब रडार्स नहीं होते थे तो लिसनिंग डोम्स होते थे. जब प्लेन्स की आवाज आ रही होती तो उस डोम्स के पास एक लिसनर बैठा होता था और वो उसकी आवाज से पता चल जाता था कि प्लेन्स आ रहे हैं इंग्लिश चैनल के पार से. सो दैट्स व्हाट द लॉजिक बिहाइंड दीज एक्सटेंडर्स इज. The waves coming and going, they get amplified, and for better reception, that's how we get a better connection. And I don't know how these Yagis would respond to that, because I'm unaware of how these things work. So but still we are going to try them and see which ones are the better ones. So this is our setup for the day. I have the Mavic Mini, it's ready. I have the Yagis and I have the parabolics. So सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे, we'll be flying out the Mavic Mini in stock with stock like we always do with the controller and no range extenders. हम देखेंगे 15 meters की हाइट पे, जो लीगल हाइट है, हम उसी पे फ्लाई करेंगे. आई हैव अ लिटिल हट अक्रॉस द रोड देयर, तो हम वहाँ पे उसे कर्व करके देखेंगे कि मेरा कनेक्शन कैसा रहता है. फिर उसके बाद वही चीज़ हम वील ट्राई एंड रिपीट द सेम थिंग विद द Yagis and the parabolics.
So now friends, let's start. We'll try and stay under 15 meters. We will stay under 15 meters, and we'll try and do a cinematic shot of the structure, that yellow hut. And so while things have been restricted under 15 meters, we are constantly struggling for a very good connection. And as we all know that Mavic Mini 1 has a Wi-Fi based connections, and when you fly in urban conditions, there is a lot of Wi-Fi interference, and we actually fail to get a good strong connection between the drone and the remote. So now the importance of the range extenders and which one should we go for is like a big thing. I mean, these range extenders have suddenly gone very important. So that's why I bought them both and wanted to know which one would suit me better. So now I'm doing this curve. Keep a track of the distance, and right now we are at around 220 to 30 meters. And as soon as we'll hit around 260 meters, I lose connection. I got a glitch and I lose the connection. I was not able to complete the move, and I had to hit the RTH. So I mean, this is a very very big turn off. First of all, height, and then the bad connection. So then I right now I'm using Yagis, I'll try and replicate the same move and see what kind of performance I get out of these. I start doing the curve and keep a track on the distance. We are at around 190 meters mark. A good connection between the drone and the controller, a good feed is a must to make a good move. So as soon as the FPV gets glitchy and all those things happen, you just you just cannot do anything. So, and now see, we are at around 250-meter mark, 260, and I mean I can do the curve completely. I mean the whole curve, and I'm going even beyond without any glitch at all. Butter smooth it was. So the Yagis are a thumbs up. Now I'm going to do the same move with the parabolics. So again, guys, I'm doing this with the parabolics, and this I'll try and replicate the curve. We'll keep taking note of that distance. We know that in stock with the stock remote, we lost the signal at around 260-meter mark, and we all know it happens with mini. It doesn't give you very good range. It is just good enough to get the job done, and it's a very good tool to show the aerial perspective of the place where you are at. So it's really a beautiful bird. Yeah, it often runs into birds and all. So I'll share that bonus footage at the end of the video. Okay, yes, now see, we are around 300-meter mark, and there is no glitch at all. Beautifully curved. I mean, absolutely butter smooth. So guys, it's a thumbs up for me.
So friends, as you saw, we tested out the Yagis and the Parabolics, and I had very good results with both of them. Both of them made the connection a lot more stable. So I'm pretty happy with either of them. Though the Yagis are a little more convenient to carry, they don't need a box or anything, they would just slip in anywhere. But the Parabolics are a little they will take up a little space, so you have to take the you have to keep that in mind. So I think for me, I would be good with both of them, either of them. And as you saw, I was not able to do that curve with the stock remote and the stock antennas, but when I used the Parabolics or the Yagis, I was able to do the complete curve, and the connection was absolutely smooth and stable. So I would highly recommend either of these things. I would not recommend going far out, because you lose the visual line of sight of the drone. That is absolutely not recommended. And that's it, guys. I'm very happy with either of them. So take care, friends. I'll see you in another video.